Welcome to WooCommerce Basic Training. I'm Keri Rosemond. We're going to talk about WooCommerce, why should we use WooCommerce, how to set it up, how to add products, manage orders, set up payments and shipping, taxes, how to add coupons, some WooCommerce plugins that we recommend, reporting and analytics to see how your sales are going. So a few maintenance tips on maintaining your website, and we'll share some additional resources. We are TheeDigital. We are an award-winning web design and digital marketing agency here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We were established in 2004 and just celebrated our 20-year anniversary this year. We are Google and HubSpot partners, and we're lead generation experts. So we build high-performing websites that generate income so our clients can grow their businesses and outperform the competition. We also happen to have the highest Google rating in our area. A little bit about me. So I'm Keri Rosemond, VP of Operations here. I've been with the company for 10 years. Started as a project manager. I have about 12 years experience with WooCommerce. And you can feel free to connect with me. I'd love to hear from you on LinkedIn, X, and I've also provided my email. So what is WooCommerce? WooCommerce is one of the most popular e-commerce platforms on the web. It has about 5 million active installations. We like it because it integrates seamlessly with WordPress, and we primarily build WordPress websites. It's flexible, scalable, user-friendly. It's great for advanced users as well. And I especially like that you own your website when you use WooCommerce. You can host your website anywhere you want. You can package it up and move it anywhere. Versus Shopify. We also like Shopify, and we do build Shopify websites, but keep in mind that Shopify is subscription-based. So you're basically renting your website. You can't package it, take it with you somewhere else if you're not happy with Shopify's hosting. To set up WooCommerce, you just go into the dashboard of WordPress, go to plugins and add new, and I will demonstrate that. So this is just our little internal company swag store. I'm going to go to the back end or the dashboard. And so you go down here to plugins, and it is as simple as clicking add new plugin. And you search for WooCommerce, and then it will take you through the setup wizard, which is nice. So it'll prompt you to add your store address, the currency you want to use, types of products that you're selling, a payment gateway like PayPal or Stripe. It'll prompt you to configure your shipping settings and your taxes. So all about products. You can sell all kinds of things with WooCommerce. So you can have simple products like just an individual thing. You can sell variable products. So for instance, you might sell a t-shirt in a variety of colors and a variety of sizes. So that would be considered a variable product. You can sell digital downloads. So maybe you have an ebook or some kind of PDF or digital journal, digital notebook. So you can create a downloadable digital product. You can also sell subscriptions, membership, bookings if you're a service business. So it's very flexible. To add a new product, we just go to product. Sorry, let me switch over. We go to products right here. And again, it's just add new. Oops. Add new. So you can see we're pulling in products from Printful. It's a print-on-demand site. If anybody's interested in learning more about that, I might do a separate video on how to integrate a print-on-demand shop with your store. But these are all the products. Notice you can add categories. You can also add tags. We don't really use tags too much, but in some stores it makes sense. To edit bulk products, so let's say you have a lot of products and you want to increase the price of all of them by a certain amount. You can click the little box here and notice it selects all of them, and then go to bulk actions and you can edit, set to no index. There's a couple of different things you can do, but if I click edit and then apply, I can change the category. So say I picked not my entire shop, maybe I picked 10 different products. I can then bulk change the category of all the ones that I selected. You can also change the price, tax status, etc. So this is an easy way to bulk edit your products. Now, that is great if you have a handful of products. Now, let's say you have thousands of products or even hundreds of products. Then I would suggest using the import export plugin, and I'll recommend one at the end. But that allows you to export. You can export a template for a CSV template, so a spreadsheet, and you can add all of your products in the spreadsheet and then import it. And that's a great way to import your products. It's also a great way to update them, because sometimes it's a lot easier to bulk update something in a spreadsheet or add a formula or something like that. And then you can just re-import it into your site. Okay, orders. So WooCommerce has the order management dashboard. You just go to WooCommerce and orders. And so if I go to WooCommerce, where did it go? WooCommerce orders. So this is where, so you can view your orders, you can check and update the status of them, you can process refunds, and you can also, let me show you. If I open an individual order here, I can see the status is completed, but notice there are different statuses: pending payment, processing, on hold. So when someone places an order, it automatically shows as processing. Once you've completed it, then you or the shop owner would manually go in there and note completed. And you can set different custom statuses as well, depending on your workflow. So you might have, if it's a product that you then have to design or something like that, you can add custom statuses like to designer or something like that. There, you can set your email notifications as well. So these would be the notifications that someone, we go to WooCommerce settings and then emails. And so some of the default notifications that come with WooCommerce are like new order, canceled order, and you can see these will go to you, the shop owner, and then you also have customer notifications down here. So these are all customizable in here, and then if you have a developer, you can also build some really custom notifications if you want, besides what is available in the default. Okay, payment gateway. So this is how you can accept payments on a website. A payment gateway is a digital service that allows businesses to accept and process payments from the customers in a secure way. It's the bridge between the customer, the business, and your bank or merchant account, and your merchant account is at your bank. So we recommend, or most popular are PayPal and Stripe. We recommend Stripe if you don't already have a payment gateway, just because it's really simple to install and it has pretty low transaction fees. We've also used authorize.net quite a bit in the past. So that's a good one too if you have that. We have a blog, What is a Payment Gateway, that goes into more detail about this. But to set up your payment gateway, you go to WooCommerce, settings, and payments. So WooCommerce, settings, and then payments. And you'll set, here we go. So we have some that check comes as a default, cash on delivery, I think, is a default. But you can see here, we've added the Stripe plugin, and then there are settings in here that you'll want to connect to your account. But it's pretty easy. Moving on to shipping. So also in the settings, WooCommerce settings menu, just switch over to shipping. And so there's quite a few settings in here. So first of all, I will go to shipping settings and decide if you're going to enable shipping, the shipping calculator on the cart, or hide the shipping costs until the address is entered. So that's just personal preference. And then shipping destination. Do you want it to default to the customer shipping address or default to the customer billing address? I would pick shipping address usually. And you can also click for shipping to customer billing. I'm not sure why you would want to do that, but there must be a use case out there. There's also shipping zones. So now if I go over here to zones, so that is the geographic region where a certain set of shipping methods and rates apply. So for example, you might have the US and you offer free shipping, but only in the US. So you can apply free shipping just to this zone, but the rest of the world doesn't have that. So you can have multiple zones, you can have one zone. And then once you have that set, in order to create your shipping methods, I'm going to edit this zone, and then you can add shipping methods to that zone. So for instance, free shipping is considered a method. You can have free, flat rate, local pickup. You can connect to the UPS, FedEx, or USPS APIs and get live rates. So that's where you would just click add shipping method. And because I don't have any other plugins, these are my only options. But if you installed, for instance, the UPS plugin, you would see UPS on here, and then there'd be other settings you can set. There's also shipping classes. So these customize the shipping rates for different groups of products. For example, if you have heavy items that require higher postage, you might put some logic in there to have a higher rate for a heavy product. I've also seen this used for someone shipping something that's heat intolerant. So say you ship chocolate, and in the summer months, you have to charge extra for things that could melt because you have to ship it faster or it requires extra packaging. You could have a different set of rates for those types of products. Okay, moving on to taxes. You have to enable taxes and tax calculations on your site. So if you don't see taxes in your WooCommerce settings yet, that's because you need to enable them. You would go to General and then scroll down to enable taxes. So you just have to click that box, and then you will see the tab up here, apply, or appear. You'll decide if you want to include taxes in the prices or not. If you want to have them separate, you can, and there's a bunch of settings in here. So basically, these are all things that will depend on your tax jurisdiction, where your store is located. And I would recommend highly that you consult with your accountant on all of these settings to make sure that your tax configuration is correct for your area. Also, if you want to pull in taxes from the tax API, so that, let's say you have a high volume of sales and you need to collect tax from all different states and then, cities and different municipalities, then I would recommend Avalara has a great tax service and a corresponding plugin for WooCommerce called AvaTax, and that connects your website directly to that API. So no matter where somebody buys in the US, where somebody buys something, it will pull the most up-to-date tax rate for their specific zip code. Okay, moving on to coupons. This is another one where you have to activate it in the general settings first. So you'd go to General and then scroll down to enable coupons, and then check it off right here. So enable the use of coupon codes. And then there's another thing, calculate coupon discounts sequentially. So when you apply multiple coupons, you apply it to the full price, and then the second coupon is on the discounted price. So you can check that or not if you like. Once you have enabled these things, then you go to marketing over here on the left, and then coupons. So to generate a coupon code, you just click on add coupon. And then you have a few options. You can do a fixed cart discount, a percentage discount, or a fixed product discount. So if you want to have a fixed product discount, say you made it 10 or welcome 10 is your coupon code, and you just want to give 10% off one product in the cart, you would do fixed product discount. Oh, did I say percent? Say you wanted $10 off, that would be a fixed product discount on one. Fixed cart, again, would be a dollar amount off the entire cart, and then percentage, is for the selected products only. You put the coupon amount, you can choose if you want to offer free shipping or not, the coupon expiration date, and you can restrict the use of it. You can have it where they have to spend a minimum amount for the coupon to kick in or a maximum. Do you want them to only be able to use it individually and not combine discounts? You can also select to only offer it on certain products or exclude certain products. And you can also add it on categories or exclude from certain categories. And that is all just built in for free in WooCommerce. There are if you need much more complicated discount rules, there are some great plugins out there that can go, but this is what comes with WooCommerce. Here are some plugins that we recommend that in order to import and export your products with the CSV, you can do that natively in WooCommerce, but there are limitations, and I don't think you can do variables with the free version. We really like this plugin, and it lets you do variations as well. WooCommerce subscriptions. This is handy if you want to let customers subscribe to products or services and pay on a weekly, monthly, or annual basis. Maybe you have a paid newsletter. Maybe you do some kind of monthly delivery of goods. So that would be handy there. WooCommerce bookings is another one. This allows you to book appointments, make reservations, or rent equipment. And then you can also sync QuickBooks with WooCommerce. And even if you have QuickBooks Desktop, this MyWorks plugin works. It's a little expensive if you're using QuickBooks Desktop. And there are other options out there if you need a simple sync with QuickBooks Online. But there have been several occasions where we've needed this plugin to do a more advanced integration, so I thought I'd mention it. This syncs WooCommerce and QuickBooks both ways. So that's handy. WooCommerce Analytics. So this used to be called Reports. They've changed it to be Analytics now, but you go to Analytics and then Revenue. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have much to show you here, but let me see. If we go to Analytics and then Revenue, and you'll see there's a lot more options in there. But again, this is just what comes with WooCommerce. There are much more advanced options out there, but if you have a simple store and don't need a lot, this will, and I don't really have anything to show, but here, let me just talk about it. So it offers 9 reports with advanced filtering and segmenting tools, and you can download it to a CSV. I've done that before where I've downloaded all the data and I did my more advanced calculations and charts and analysis in Excel or Google Sheets. So that's an option too. But if you would like a more advanced reporting tool that is automatically synced with your store, Metric is awesome. We've used this before with a client who had very complicated subscriptions, memberships, like repeating products and high volume of sales. And that tool was excellent. It has great dashboards. You do log into their web dashboard to see all of your reporting, but it's pulling the data automatically from WooCommerce. So lastly, especially when you have a WooCommerce store, you want to make sure that you keep your website well maintained so it doesn't go down. So I highly recommend checking your hosting provider and see if they offer make sure that you're getting automatic backups. Even if they offer it, you might have to actually sign up for it and pay a little bit of an additional fee to get those auto backups. Please do that. You don't want to spend all this time and energy getting your website up and then have it just disappear one day and not have a backup. So, and GoDaddy, all the providers typically offer that, but you might have to check a box and pay a little extra. Also, your WooCommerce core updates are important. You can set these to auto. Unless you have a really complicated site, you may want to have a developer update WooCommerce core and turn the auto updates off just in case you end up with a plugin conflict and you don't want your website going down unexpectedly. Same thing for plugin updates. There are some hosting providers out there that you can pay a little extra and they will automatically update your plugins using AI. They'll take screenshots of your site and they'll update your site in a virtual environment and they'll take screenshots again and compare the two. And if everything looks good, it will only then push the updates to live. We've used this before and it worked well with WP Engine, so you might want to check that out. If not, at least manually update plugins and WordPress core quarterly, but I would highly recommend doing it in a staging or development environment first because plugins can break your website and you'll want to have a developer on hand to fix that before applying it to the live site. Lastly, keep your server updated. So you want to keep PHP and MySQL up to date for security and performance as well. And that would be in your hosting settings or in your hosting provider. You might need to talk to support if they don't automatically keep you on a modern server. Some resources To learn more, check out our blog, TheeDigital.com/blog. We do have a WooCommerce category and lots of information about running a website and an online store. We also have a WooCommerce tutorials playlist on our YouTube channel, so check that out. We also have a podcast where we talk about web design, digital marketing, all things to help grow your business. And we offer our free monthly training, which you're in right now or watching right now. And we have a different topic every month. Sometimes it's SEO basics, WordPress basics, HubSpot basics, and we're open to feedback too if you have a topic you'd like us to prepare training for. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something. I hope you found it helpful. Feel free to connect with me. I'd love to hear feedback, answer questions. Thanks for your time and attention, and have a great day.